Listen up, because this just got wild. Weeks ago, I told everyone this tension was about to explode, and look where we're at now. Claressa Shields swore up and down that she had no beef with Remy Ma, claiming she wasn't pressed, wasn't bothered, and that there was nothing going on. But the internet was catching all those subliminal posts flying back and forth, the mirror image captions, the energy matching. It was impossible to ignore. That little obsession kept simmering, and now it's boiling over.
Let me get into why I never spoke on her. I never spoke on Remy because I felt like it wasn't even nothing to be spoken about. Me and you not beefing. I'm not beefing with you over a dude. He not going back and forth with both of us. He chose me and left that situation. So now we done posted the video of us hitting we fucking working out together. We got the media workout together. He made a freestyle about me.
This time, Claressa didn't throw shade, didn't drop hints, didn't sneak this. She went straight for Remy Ma's neck. No filters, no code words, no denials, just raw confrontation out in the open. This isn't just gossip anymore. This feels like something way deeper, like a real emotional breakdown happening right in front of millions, while people keep brushing it off as just drama. Welcome back to the Viber, Blue Heart Gang. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss a single drop, because things are spinning out of control fast. And trust, we're diving deep into this mess, because Claressa's been getting exposed lately, and it's not your usual social media beef. Something strange is going on behind the scenes. This right here is wild. Claressa's been out here secretly calling into YouTube live shows, acting like some random supporter, defending herself under fake names, arguing in her own favor, and thinking nobody would catch on. She's not doing it openly or with honesty, but hiding behind anonymous accounts like it's some kind of undercover mission. Let's get into the mind behind all this, because the math isn't mathing. We're talking about Claressa Shields, a 19-time world champ.
Facts. You guys aren't putting out any facts. You guys are lying. You're lying on her name 24/7.
Okay.
24/7.
Give the facts.
Double Olympic gold medalist and 4-time undisputed queen across different weight divisions. That's legendary status. She's proven everything there is to prove in that ring. But then you gotta ask, why is someone that accomplished doing all this? Now the streets are talking. She's allegedly dating a married man, trading shade with his wife, and arguing in the comment sections like a regular troll. And now, to top it all off, she's pretending to be her own fan on live streams. Come on, that's not power, that's not confidence, that's pain showing through the cracks. She's a champion in every arena, except the one that really counts, the emotional one. And this is exactly where Remy comes in, because this pattern isn't random, it's calculated, it's deep, and it's showing us way more than just drama. What we're seeing here lines up with what some experts call identity threat and comparison fixation. It's when a person's self-worth gets tangled up in a relationship where the power balance is already off. They don't see strangers as rivals. They lock in on the one woman who represents what they can never replace. And in this messy situation, that woman is Remy Ma. But let's be real, it's not because Remy's engaging, because she's absolutely not. It's not even because Remy's responding, she's staying silent. It's because Remy holds a role that Claressa can't touch, the wife. When you're seeing a man who's still married, that wife becomes your mirror. You don't look at her to admire her, you look to see if you're winning in comparison, and that obsession eats at you. And here's the kicker. As long as Remy still holds that title, as long as that man is still sneaking off to smile, record, and share moments with her like we all saw during those holiday clips, the power stays with Remy. His arm still carries her name and her face inked in, and that says it all. Plus, Remy and Pap share what people call the golden child, while Claressa doesn't share that bond, and that's a wound that keeps her chasing validation she may never get. And this right here explains everything. Claressa's desperate rush to have a child with a man who's still legally married isn't just about love. It's about proving she belongs in a spot that was never fully hers to begin with. This obsession isn't really about the other woman. It's about chasing validation, trying to make something feel real that's built on shaky ground. Once you see that, all her recent moves start to make way more sense. But what she pulled next took things to a whole new level. During a recent live stream, it became painfully obvious to everyone watching that Claressa had called in again, trying to disguise her voice, pretending to be some random caller ready to trash Remy. But people weren't fooled for a second. The tone, the energy, it gave her away instantly. And there's one topic she just can't seem to let go of. She brings it up every single time, even during Papooses Breakfast Club interview. The way she circles back to it tells you everything. It's personal, emotional, and it's clear she's trying to rewrite the story to make herself look like the one in control.
I was there every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all seen me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers.
Well, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it. Because I've known y'all so long. And
we move forward with our lives.
Like I said, I wish her the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over 1.5 years now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like it's just over here. Like, she's happy. We're happy.
Now here's the question that's got everyone talking. Why is Claressa's anger locked on Remy Ma instead of the man at the center of it all? Why throw insults at the wife? Why direct all that rage toward the woman whose husband you're involved with? Psychologically, that's not some random reaction. It's a pattern. When identity threat and comparison fixation kick in, the anger rarely points at the man who made the choice. It always targets the woman who represents legitimacy, the one who represents what the other woman can't replace. Remy isn't the outsider here. She's the wife, the family, the memories, and the bond that carries history. That makes her the symbol, the measuring stick, and the mirror Claressa keeps checking again and again, trying to prove she's just as valuable. But the truth is, that kind of competition isn't rooted in confidence. It's rooted in insecurity. From a behavioral lens, what Claressa's showing aligns with what experts call fragile identity reinforcement. It's when someone keeps trying to copy, compete, or outshine another person to feel whole again. And over time, it becomes a cycle, one built on obsession, not strength. You can see it in the subtle ways she mirrors Remy's fashion choices, her tone, her online image, even the way she tries to position herself in public. Every move looks like a silent battle for recognition, an attempt to claim space that was never freely given. This isn't just rivalry, it's a reflection of someone trying to rebuild a shaken identity in real time.
Next thing, what's the plan for 2026 like?
I'm having a baby.
Oh, okay, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I'm having a baby.
Do you prefer like a girl, a boy? I mean, I know obviously healthy baby, but do you have any like?
Pat want a boy, so I want a boy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mind either one.
Is he gonna box? Is he gonna box you, sir?
My son probably gonna rap and box.
Oh, he gonna do both.
Little dude gonna have a hand problem for sure, like his daddy.
No, that's awesome.
But no, I think I've already decided at the age of 30 I wanted to start my family, you know. So I'll be 31. It's a year late, but it's fine. I just want to get my 2 or 3 fights out the way, and then I want to start my family, and then after that I can get back in shape and fight some more, and probably come back lower. You know what I'm saying? But who knows?
We've all noticed Claressa's constant need to prove her closeness to him. It's always out loud, always on display. Every other post or live stream seems to come with declarations like he's upstairs, or he's got a key, or we're getting married, we're having a baby. But here's what's really telling. Those claims are all coming from her. We've never heard the same energy, confirmation, or commitment from him. It's a one-way conversation that looks more like a performance than a partnership. Then there's the repetition, the recycled behavior that fans can't unsee. That big Christmas display everyone was talking about, it wasn't even new. It was a repeat of what she did the year before with her former fiancé. The lavish gifts, the picture-perfect moments, the staged affection. It's all the same script, just with a different co-star. That's not love evolving, that's a pattern replaying itself in real time. And that's what makes this whole situation so concerning. It forces you to ask, is this really about Remy Ma, or is this about Claressa reclaiming her worth after her last relationship fell apart? Because it's starting to look less like romance and more like a mission to prove something to herself, to the public, to anyone watching. This kind of fixation gets dangerous, especially when someone starts framing love as competition. It doesn't stop with one person, it spreads to everyone connected to him. That means Remy, his circle, and even the golden child become targets in her emotional crossfire. When you mix all that with a long marriage, deep history, and public attention, you're looking at a situation that's way more volatile than a simple love triangle. It's a slow-motion explosion playing out online. And this is exactly where things cross the line from messy to dangerous. Because now it's not just about jealousy or drama, it's about instability that's playing out in real time for everyone to see.
Hey, I just want to know, why are y'all putting so much energy into Claressa and Pat relationship and not the same energy into when Remy was cheating on Pat?
Well, you go ahead and put the energy into it if it's something on your mind. Go ahead, you got the floor. Go ahead, tell us about it.
Like, y'all don't hear on
Well, you tell us, because that ain't a topic of conversation.
was cheating on Pat Cruz.
Tell us.
Nobody talks about this like this. Like, I'm confused. When Pat had to knock the nigga out because the bitch was cheating, why nobody had this much energy? Like, where was this energy? I'm confused.
Okay, well then you tell us. You obviously know more about it than me.
Remy.
Oh, you just calling here to be.
Remy and Pap have nearly 2 decades of shared history, years of marriage, a blended family, and a young child who symbolizes that bond. That's real foundation, real roots. So when someone tries to insert themselves into that, believing they're in a fight they didn't start and can't realistically win, it creates a storm that only gets worse with time. That kind of mindset doesn't just disappear, it festers. When someone feels like they're losing control of the narrative, they start doing anything to grab attention back. That's when the erratic moves start showing up. The fake calls, the online shade, the name calling, the constant need to prove something that nobody else is even questioning. It's not passion anymore, it's obsession. And that's exactly why those anonymous call-ins matter so much. They're not harmless, they're signs of someone spiraling, trying to regain a sense of importance that keeps slipping away. Every time Claressa hops online pretending to be someone else, it's not just petty, it's a cry for validation that's getting louder. This ain't some harmless internet back and forth anymore. It's a situation that deserves serious attention before it spins even further out of control. When emotions, pride, and public image all collide, the outcome is never simple. And in this case, it's looking more volatile by the day. And then comes the audacity, the so-called clarification that just makes everything worse. Claressa keeps insisting she's not beefing over another woman's husband, yet every single move she makes keeps Remy right at the center of her behavior. You don't even have to say the word beef when your actions are screaming it loud and clear. That constant fixation tells the whole story without a single word being spoken. What really makes people uncomfortable, though, is the way she keeps trying to validate the entire situation with one line, "He chose me." Over and over again, that's her defense. But let's unpack that for a second. Chose you for what exactly? A relationship that started before the first one ever ended? A marriage that's still legally intact? Or a man who still seems emotionally tied to his wife? That's not a choice, baby. That's overlap, plain and simple. From a psychological angle, not a diagnosis, but a behavioral pattern, people use the "he chose me" narrative when the relationship doesn't have structure or stability. It becomes a way to convince themselves the situation is solid, even when everything about it is shaky. It's not about love, it's about control, about needing to feel like you've won something. And that's what makes this so messy. Claressa's trying to rewrite a reality that doesn't match what we all can see. She's performing security instead of feeling it, repeating that "he chose me" line like a mantra to drown out the uncertainty. But when the foundation is cracked from the start, no amount of declarations can hold it together. It's wild how the "he chose me" line becomes a coping tool, a way to silence that inner insecurity when there's no real commitment shown. Because let's be honest, when the relationship has no foundation, no real proof of loyalty, people start building comfort out of illusions. And when fame, money, and visibility get mixed into that mess, the lines blur even more. One person brings the spotlight while the other brings proximity and access, and that's when motives start to look real questionable. It's fair, very fair to ask if he's truly there for love or just for lifestyle, clout, and financial perks, especially when his marriage is still legally and emotionally intact. You can't call it a clean start when the door to the last chapter hasn't even been closed yet. It's giving confusion, not commitment. And baby, here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. When a relationship needs to be constantly defended, explained, or paraded online for validation, it's usually because something's off behind the curtain. Genuine love doesn't need a PR campaign. It shows itself quietly and consistently. So as we close this out, take a second to really think about what's playing out here. It's not just celebrity drama, it's human behavior on full display. When insecurities drive the story, the ending's never peaceful. It's messy, public, and painful to watch. That's all I've got for today. If you felt this breakdown, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, because trust me, we're just scratching the surface of stories like this. Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear your take. Whether you agree or disagree, your voice keeps this conversation real. And you already know you'll be back for more.